Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. So I want to talk about this. I just did a short about this. The short is entitled, Christians Make the Most High Look Bad When They Do This. I'm going to help y'all because, like I say, I know that a lot of y'all are saved. Y'all name is in the book of life, and if you keep your faith, you're going to make it through the gates. Not because you're a Christian, but because the intangibles of your interactions and dealings with the Most High and what's in your heart. What's in your heart is what saves you. Not keeping laws and not joining specific religions. But what's in your heart is what saves you. But I want to y'all know what I like to do. I like to go into more details about like shorts that I do. My lip white. So I want to kind of follow that up with a more extensive explanation. These people don't understand the things of God, but they understand a little bit about money though. So y'all need to stop doing that. Like, I know you want to be thankful about every victory that you have, and that's fine. You can do it in private. But out here, you told to let your light shine. Right? Right. So what is that talking about? That's talking about your character. And from an earthly perspective, those material possessions that people actually respect. Think about it, man. Let's say you got an arrogant man that's an atheist, right? The main way you gonna let your light shine with him is your character. Because if he has Ferraris and stuff like that, and you come talking about God did it over a 1996 rusty car, that's going to fuel and feed his arrogance. This is what I tell you. Thank God for everything you get. Thank him. And when people say, you can say, I'm thankful for everything I have, stuff like that. But don't be getting no personalized plate on no subpar, mediocre car. I'm not putting no personalized plate on this car. I'm not. Because I know that my God can do better than this. Now, he has his reasoning for everything he does and does not do. He's smarter than us. He's well above us. But at the same time, look, man, there is no way we should be driving cars with a wheel finna pop off, stuff like that. See, this is, I'm telling you, hey, listen, man, y'all been hoodwinked. Because if these world faiths were the way to go, would atheists have more? That's one of the reasons why I tell y'all to come out of all these faiths. Y'all making the preachers rich. Y'all making the priests rich. Y'all making whoever in charge rich, while you remain poor. You see, listen, man, I'm here for you. The Most High is perfectly comfortable in his own being. Y'all got, hey, listen, man. Y'all got to stop doing that, man. You got a sister who in the world be in the club twerking, and she got a better car than you. And you put a personalized, praise God, this, that, and the other on your plate when you got that car that barely run. Don't you think something is wrong with that picture? Number one, understand that God is not a respecter of person. There's no way that he can be who he is and allow you to constantly be afflicted, constantly come up short, and not these other people. Something ain't right with your prayers. Something ain't right with what you believe within yourself. I'll admit it. Like, a lot of time, I was just off keel with my beliefs. Man, we read about heaven. We read about the luxuriousness of heaven. And I'll tell you, through my dreams and visions, I caught glimpses. I expect more. I ain't trying to hear it. And I ain't doing, and you don't got to do no fruity duty or none of that, man. You just got to use the power within you. And I do too. I have to receive. It's right for me to receive. It's right for you to receive. You humbled yourself before the Most High. All those scriptures, he gave you the power to get wealth. Get that poor stuff, man. And you ain't got to send me $1 million. I'm telling you for free. Forget that poor stuff, man. We believers, we people of the book. These people ain't nothing. They turning their back on the reason why they here. There's no way they should have more than us. We need to pass them up. Any believer, I don't care what faith you in, because the same way I'm exposing some of the falsehoods in your faith, I'm still here for you. Do not let yourself believe that you're righteous when you broke. You can be righteous and have money. And I could be righteous and have money. If we got anything subpar, shoes, jewelry, cars, as people in the book, something is wrong with that picture. Because the devil don't even have power over us. The devil has to go to the Most High and get permission. And that's why y'all should be praying, no permission. Don't get no permission. Christians be kids, autistic, allergic to everything, getting ridiculed, getting rejected. That's supposed to be on them. But you know what? One of the things and one of the reasons is because you be thinking these is your loved ones, but they be literally having faith for you to fail. They enemies, man, a lot of them. And don't treat them like that. I wouldn't deal with them. Like, if you got a relative that's always, oh yeah, you ain't gonna never be nothing. Oh man, they laughing at your shortcomings. Pass them up. Change who you are. If you quick tempered, you gotta become more slow tempered. So you can if you gotta go to college, whatever you gotta do, you gotta work. You know these managers are scumbags. Just like how you pulled me over yesterday, that was bull crap. For a light I didn't even know I had. But you know what? What he was trying to do didn't work. Because there's no way he could justify, because they got dash cam. How I was responding to him, there's no way he could justify if that situation would have escalated. We have to do better. And if you fail, if you lose something happened to you, people be trying to talk about you, man, ignore all of that. Pass them up and then don't deal with them like that. Tell them to keep that same energy. Remember remember they came and towed my car and you was saying something always happening to him? Look at my car now. Keep that same energy. That's how you do them. You say, well, you're not forgiven. You already know, like I tell you, you forgive from the heart. You forgive from the heart. But some people you don't need to deal with. You cheating yourself by dealing with some of these people. Just make sure you do forgive them. And make sure you ain't holding grudges. But like all of that little, I saw that yesterday. I was just like, man, come on, man. I'm looking at that. My van looked better than theirs. My van need to be painted. It's not rusty per se, but it could use a touch up. It's the paint, the color is dull. And they had wait on God. No, I'm not waiting on nobody. I'm getting mine. I'm not no, man. If the Most High, listen, man, I'm gonna teach you, man. If the Most High wants to give you something, the Most High can give you something at any time. He can orchestrate it. That's the wrong attitude. That's false teaching, man. That wait on God stuff. Where we see it in the Bible, they had a whole different set of circumstances. They was growing crops, all type of stuff. In 2024, man, you go get yours. And if the Most High want to give you something, the Most High is more powerful than you. He's more swift than you. Don't think like that, man. That's the wrong way to think, man. That's how all these people having everything. And you know how I know? Because I'm telling you, man, I was in college. I went back to college. And I was in there thinking about preaching. I ain't got, look, all that money TDJ's got, and look how he gave thanks for it. My whole preaching career, it'll be a few people here, few people there, bunch of people trying to argue with me and oppose me. Little or no money. Like, I'm starting to get a little more money now, and I don't even think like I used to think back then. Like, people be doing stuff now. They be trying to help me and stuff like that. God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. Y'all gotta learn what that mean, man. Y'all trying to worship him in the flesh. When you deal with God, you're supposed to pray about spiritual things. You're supposed to treat him like he is a spirit, an all-powerful spirit. You bow down to him. But when it comes to the earthly stuff, man, I ain't trying to, man, the Most High know what's up. Y'all be acting like y'all scared to ask him for stuff. Y'all don't believe that y'all gonna get it. And I've been through this too, man. Y'all, that's how I know. The devil can't deny me nothing. He can play it through all these people's hearts that's spiritually dead. And if I'm grounded in the way I'm supposed to be, all her efforts, I'll still come out on top. That's why I learned a long time ago, man, I'm not finna convince nobody, man. I'm not finna keep arguing with people about this stuff. People want to keep disrespecting you, man. I'm not finna keep playing these games. I'm a grown man. They'll start doing that in my face. And then, hey, listen. I ain't one of them. Understand that. You understand that, right? Keep the peace and I'll keep the peace. People will start trying to do that stuff to your face. Listen, I learned a long time ago that the machismo in me is going to stay there. Because this is how I look at stuff. The Most High can literally stop things from happening, stop conversation. He has all power. So if I knock somebody out that got up in my face, hey, listen, man, that didn't even have to happen. Or I shoot somebody that pulled a gun out on me. I'm no Matrix, man. I don't adhere to the world's religions or philosophies unless they are confirmed as truth by the Most High. These Christians be getting beat up, be getting bullied. For what? Stop that, man. Somebody trying to hurt you, man, they don't got a right to hurt you and draw blood from you. Now, of course, there'll be situations where it's just smart not to engage in that type of. But they be all in other countries thinking they being spiritual, just getting bullied, man. Just letting these people just beat them to death and stuff like that. And some of them be knowing how to fight. Nah, man. They start listening to me. If you in a country like that, move to a peaceful country. Figure it out, man. Do whatever you gotta do to get out of there. Now, them the people I can see trying to get over here. You in a country where you can't even believe the way you want? Somebody trying to tell you how to think in the spirit? They do that here too, but they do it in a different kind of way. On the outside, you free to worship whatever you want. Some of y'all can't in the country you in. Get out of there, man. In some countries, you might have to take your whole family because they're going to try to mess with your family. Work 23 hours a day if you have to. Sleep standing up. But there's no way you should settle for living in a country like I'm describing. Y'all got to stop doing this stuff, man. And over here, man, stop. You live in the worst neighborhood imaginable. Talking about how I'm blessed. How you doing? Blessed. Oh, that's blessing? Living in a war zone is blessing? Sign me up. Come on, man. I be in gated communities all the time. These people be some of the least spiritual people that you can imagine. But they know how to affirm. They know how to have faith. They know how to believe in themselves. Their house, you be practically having to be like this to look at it. And y'all be living in practically a little minimalist house. Talking about, I'm blessed. Maybe, possibly in the spirit. But sometimes some of y'all is not blessed in the flesh, man. Y'all not blessed from an earthly standpoint, man. Like me, I've had my ups and downs. I've had earthly blessings. But my current situation, as spiritual and righteous as I am, it's some atheists that got more money than me, better cars than me, live in a better area than me. Yeah, my house is big. It is. For my standards, some people might not think so. It's like 1,300 plus square feet. But man, I done went through hell and high water to keep that house, man. The rent keep going up. We got to stop this, man. People out here paying cash for properties. Dr. Robotnik, y'all know who I'm talking about. He trying to buy up all the land, man. For what? So you can poison everybody? Come on, man. You see what I'm talking about? That's what I'm talking about, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Right there. Right there. Right there. The Most High see it all. So we got to address it with him. While we understand that we have the power to get it, you got to pray for the spiritual things to make sure you ward off anything. Like people be having negative faith strong against your faith. You got to rebuke their faith. You got to resist their faith. I be saying stuff like, and if anybody having a negative faith that's going to bring trouble towards me, they ain't even got to say it. If they thinking it or they believe that in their heart for bad to come my way, hey, you done effed up. It's going to come your way. Your best bet, if you can't think nothing positive that'll benefit me, your best bet is to keep me out of your mind and heart. Because I'm going to send that stuff right back to you. I ain't one of them. I pray for my enemies. Yeah, I pray about my enemies. I pray about them. I pray layer prayers. And if that kind of stuff. And if they are believing for negativity on me, let that stuff come on them what they believe. I don't care if I'm related to you. You better stop that. You better stop believing because I get a flat tire, or because I need some brakes, or because of this or because of that. You lose this, you lose that. So now you done built up a negative faith towards me. That stuff is going to come back your way. Guess what's going to happen? Now your car breaking down. Now you need a car. You know why? Because I be sending that junk back. Stop playing with me. Something always happening to them. You don't know. You saying stuff like that, and I'm blocking it. It's coming back your way. So now every time somebody look up, you sick. You need this. You need that. You better stop thinking like that. Because a dude like me who know how to pray is going to send that stuff your way. I don't know why people think it's sweet. I'm more dangerous in my prayers than I am with my hands and my feet. Think they gonna just want me to lose. They gonna start losing. And nobody's excluded. Nobody. I'll send that stuff back to you. But Christians got to stop doing that. Gotta stop doing that, man. Got to. Got to. You got to understand that the Most High's attitude is no different towards you than it was towards Joseph, than it was towards King David, Y'all putting extra burden on yourself. Didn't he say the yoke is easy and the burden is light? And then y'all let somebody come tell you what you're supposed to already know and you make them rich. It's all right to give and stuff like that, but there's no way those preachers should have got that rich just giving you stuff that you could have read yourself. Like the Kenneth Copelands, all them dudes, Jesse Duplantis, T.D. Jakes. One thing you got to say about Kenneth Copeland is tight with his circle and stuff like that. Kenneth Copeland, you ain't never heard no scandal about dude. Cause I believe he one of them people that don't even deal with people like that. Like he'll keep it short with you in person. I respect that, man. He ain't all them dudes being scandals and stuff. You ain't never heard, and knock, I hope, I'm not saying he like all this and that. Don't go running, giving all this money to him. But I'm just saying, one thing about him, man, they ain't gonna be able to get him like that. I don't believe it's possible. They done caught Benny Hinn, then Creflo Dollar. Creflo Dollar, I don't hold that against him. He did what he was supposed to do. He ain't really been in no scandals either. That's because he be dealing with Kenneth Copeland. Kenneth Copeland probably be talking. I bet you him and Kenneth Copeland be talking. You ain't never heard nothing about them dudes. But T.D. Jakes, Eddie Long, them dudes trying to associate with everybody. They say Eddie Long had spinners on every car he had back in the day, back 5-10 years ago. You know, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Those some nice rims, but I'm just saying, I'm using it as an example. Joel Osteen, he was like that too until the funny acting ways that he had got tested with that hurricane. You know? He got tested with that, man, and he failed. Because he had enough money, he could have redid that whole church and people would have been all over the world. All he had to do was go on TV. Well, the church kind of suffered some damage with me letting all those people live in here during the hurricane. People would have been giving money like crazy. He lost fans and support with that. Like, and now I write him off. Like, he come on the TV, like sometimes I be hearing his voice. Click, bye-bye. Trying to hear nothing from dude, man. He could, them people could have drowned, man. Some of them probably did. And they say his church wasn't even flooded like that. And it took him that long to figure out what to do. I'd have been, and y'all say, well, you always say what you would have done. Man, that would have been an easy one. Tell them to come here. Bring them in here. I would have called my deacons or whatever, be like, hey man, I need y'all help with this right quick. You know? But y'all got to stop doing that, man. We have a continuation of, I need to teach y'all and show y'all a little more about that repentance and grace. Like, grace is favor, man. You say you under grace, okay. Grace is like not having to do nothing and getting everything. That's like a explanation. All you, like, for instance, what's in your heart will bring about things. We're gonna talk about it a little more. Y'all stay tuned. This is The Truth Man.